पेडागोजी ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स रो प्रैक्टिकल्स रेकॉर्ड्स पर हम देखिबा एक्टिविटी 1 चेंज चांस करी आपण मान लिखिबे एक्टिविटी 1 को एक्टिविटी 2 एक्टिविटी 2 को एक्टिविटी 3 एक्टिविटी 3 को एक्टिविटी 4 लिखिबे किंतु मु जा कहि जे सेम टू सेम आपण निज प्रैक्टिकल रेकॉर्ड्स रे कॉपी करके लिखिबे तो फर्स्ट हेडिंग कोन रही छि क्रिएट डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज टू realize the concept of attainment by children in any unit mathematically textbook of 6 to 10 class introduction kon rahi the teacher can give an ideas of area the student by making them understand that area is the amount of surface in anything surface may sequence rectangular or any geometrical shapes rohan example hoji rohan wants to find out the areas of his agricultural land which is irregular in shape figure 1 so he divided his land into some regular shapes in triangle rectangular parallelogram rhombus and square he thought if it is the area is known of all the parts it will be knows the area of my lands तेणु तापर देखिबा कोन लिखि छि ना एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल activity 1 let us the same rectangular shut out the metal say BCD join A and C this line AC will divided shut into the equal part of that is two equal right angle is triangle माने एटा कोइ संपूर्ण हारे त्रिभुजटा कोन जेमते हम देखिया गोटे आयत क्षेत्र को दुई भाग रे विभक्त करा जायछि तार चारिटा बिंदु रहिछि A B C D तेणु एटा होछि सेही जिंस रेक्टेंगल को भाग कले टू ट्रायंगल्स बा टू इक्वल ट्रायंगल बा टू समबाहु त्रिभुज जोटा कहंती तीनटा बाहु समान सेही टाइप रो मिलिबो देयरफॉर एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल कोन त्रिभुज रो जो रहिछि क्षेत्रफल आपण देखि पारथुबे एरिया ऑफ रेक्टेंगल बाय 2 एटा होछि तार फार्मूला एरिया ऑफ राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल कोन ना ABC into half AB into BC AB into BC माने भूमि into उच्चता उटा कहा जाय हाफ बेस माने भूमि into height माने उच्चता अगेन suppose we divided the same rectangular shot into the two parts of joining midpoint of AB and CD let EF the midpoint of AB and CD respective now there are two equal triangle that is AEFD and EBCF join AF and BF divided into each rectangle part into two equal part forming an acute angle जोटा रही FAB रो फॉर्मूला हो रेक्टेंगल बाय ABCD by 2 इक्वल टू हाफ लेंथ इनटू ब्रेथ देखि पारथु एठी गोटे आयत क्षेत्र रही चारोटी पॉइंट ABCD ताकू दुई भाग करिछि E आ F एठी मध्ये दुईटी वर्ग चित्र बाहर जे ता सहित आपण देखि पारथु एठी चारोटी आपनकर ट्रायंगल मध्ये बाहरिछि बा त्रिभुज मध्ये आसीछि हाफ लेंथ इनटू हाइट एटा हो उच्चता एरिया ऑफ triangle is equal to half base into height activity 2 kon dela let us consider there is a sort of metal in terms of parallelogram ABCD join BD this is divided parallelogram into two equal parts of two equal obtuse angle DAB and DCB area of obtuse angle area of parallelogram eta देखु parallelogram आपको कहा जाता है ABCD by 2 half length into height of GM half base into DE half base into height area of triangle is equal to half base into height activity 2 कोन देछि एठी संपूर्ण मैथमेटिक्स र पाठ आसीबो आइडेंटिफाई द सुटेबल मेथड अप्रोचेस ऑफ टीचिंग डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स फ्रॉम मैथमेटिक्स test of any one class analytic and synthetic method inductive and deductive method laboratory heuristic project method and activity based learning analytically synthetic method analytical method the word of analytical is derived from the word of analysis which means breaking up or resolving a thing into the constitution elements in this process we started with what it is be found out then think the further its steps to possibilities which may contact with the known find out the desired result hence in this method we proceed from unknown to known from abstract to concrete from complex to simple and this is the method of particularly useful to solving problems in arithmetic algebra geometry trigonometry माने बीजगणित आपणकर एरिथमेटिक रहिला आपण ज्यामिति आपणकर त्रिकोणमिति ए सब जिंस रहिछि मेथड्स ऑफ एनालिटिक मेथड इट लीव नो डाउट इन द माइंड ऑफ स्टूडेंट एच एंड एवरी स्टेप्स जस्टिफाइड इट इज ए साइकोलॉजिकल मेथड इट facilities clear understanding of subject matter as every step is derived by the student himself. Student take activities role in the learning process, resulting in longer retention and easier recall it what it they learn. It develop thinking, reasoning and power of among the students. Demerits of analytical method kon it is a lengthy time consuming method and therefore is not economical. With this method it is difficult to acquire efficiency and speed. In this method information is not presented well organized manner. Example 1 kon is if a parallelogram line is if a parallel lines मान जोटा होची आपनकर समान लाइन थिबो कट बाय ट्रांसवर्सल द अल्टरनेट एंगल से जोटा एंगल क्रिएट होची देखि पारथिबे ए और बी दुटी एंगल एठी क्रिएट हेची एवं ये होची लाइन 1 लाइन 2 एटा होची मीडियन बा मोड बा मझी व्हाट इज गिवन बाय एल पैरेलल एल l1 m is a transverse whether what is unknown the alternate angles is equal to जोटा होची एंगल a is equal to angle b proof the proof रही to prove there is using the analytical method we have being to form to unknown to known alternate angle are equal from लिखा है कौन लिखा है आप देख पाते from the figure which are the alternate angles angle A and angle B alternate angle. How do you prove that angle A angle B are equal? If angle A and angle B are not equal, how are the lines line 1 and line 2 or line 1 is not parallel to line 1? Let us assume that A is not equal to B. If A is not equal to B, how do you prove that line 1 is not parallel to line 2? We can show that line 1 is not parallel to line 1 L line by proving that considering angles are not equal. If the figure which are corresponding angles, we can make angles to that be a pair of comprehensing angles. How do you prove that the B is equal to L and M in the intrinsic line? Which two angles are equal? Why? मनरखु which two angles are equal एवं why जोटा रही जा आपनकर देखि पारथिबे vertically opposite angle from 1 and 2. What do you implies? A is not equal to B, A is equal to X, X is not equal to B. A, B दुटी angle के टर्म मध्य median X L1 L2 from the figure the type of angle which is equal to B and A is equal to X and B are the pair of corresponding angle. If X is not equal to B, how are the lines and X is not equal to lines? Comprehensive संपूर्ण हारे. What does A is not equal to B, A is not equal to B, L is not equal to L1, but it is given that what do you concluded A is equal to B. That, that is the monokhondo that is the alternate of angle are equal. Monokhle that is the alternate angle are equal. Synthetic method kon rahila? Synthetic is derived from the word of synthesis. Synthesis is a complement in analysis to synthesis to combine constitutional element to produce something. Now therefore in this method one proceeds from known to unknown. In synthetic method the reasoning is as follows: since A is a true, B is true, even synthetic method is the best suited for financial presentation এবং proof of terms solution problems in a logical and synthetic method. Following analytic method, merits of synthetic method. मन रखंतु merits of synthetic method. This method is a logical, as in this method one proceed from known to unknown. It is short and elegant. It facilitates speeds and efficiency. It is more effective for slow learners. L parallel to L1 এবং L x is equal to B. Pair of corresponding angles from 1 and 2. A angle is equal to B alternate angle are equal. In the above proof of number of questions remaining understand in the mind of students till the complete proof is given. Monokhondu why do you make we prove the angles? Monokhondu prove the equality of angles. And why do you prove the equality of symptoms? Sometimes the pupils find it's difficult to find an answer to such question even after proving and reducing the proof of a number of times. Monokle conclusion kon hoichi though both analytic and synthetic method from seem to oppose each other, they complement and support each other. unsynthetic, unsynthesis, unmake the proposed analysis clear and complete. There is it's preferable to use combination of both methods for the teaching and learning to be effective, interesting and complete. ଏବଂ ଏଠି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଦେଖିପାରୁଥିବେ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି 3 ମନେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ଆସିଗଲା ହେଉଛି କ'ଣ ନା 3 ଏବଂ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରିବ୍ୟୁସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ ମନେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରିବ୍ୟୁସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକ୍ସିଆନ୍ ଆର୍ୟବି ହୋତା ଆର୍ଯ୍ୟଭଟ୍ଟ ଆର୍ଯ୍ୟଭଟ୍ଟ ୟାର୍ଲି ଲାଇଫ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ ଆର୍ଯ୍ୟଭଟ୍ଟ ତ ଜାଣିଥିବେ ଆପଣମାନେ ଜଣେ ଗଣିତଜ୍ଞ ଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ୍ସ ରହିଛି ଆର୍ଯ୍ୟଭଟ୍ଟ ୱାଜ୍ ଗ୍ରେଟ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିସିଆନ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ born on in Pataliputra about 475 AD. He lived from 476 AD to 550 AD. He was student the Nalanda University, which was very famous in those days. After completing his students, he wrote the famous mathematician treatise Aryabhatta at the age of 23, 499 AD. It was of the most standard works of mathematics. The Aryabhatta is a small astronomical ଆପଣଙ୍କର ରହିଛି କ'ଣ treatise written in 118 verses giving the summary of Hindu mathematics of that time. The Aryabhatta contains the introduction of 10 verses followed by the section of mathematics with the 33 verses. 33 verses, the section of 25 versions on the raking of time, 20 models with the final situation of 50 verses being the sepia of and ellipses. The mathematician part of the Aryabhatta covers with arithmetic, algebra, plan, trigonometry and spherical trigonometry. It also the content mane rakhantu fractions, quadratic equations से सब जिन जोड़ा थिला आपनकर बारंबारता जोड़ा रही quadratic equations एवं ता सहित आपनकर रही कोन आपनकर sum power of series and a table of series. Contribution of mathematics, the gave of values pi as 3.1416 as an approximately values आपण जानि परते चिन्हटा होची pi रो चिन्ह जो माने साइंस पिला मैथमेटिक्स पिला जानिथिबे values for first time. He prepared tables for sine among he gave him the tables for in sine. They gave him formula for the area of triangle x minus by is equal to c was solved by him, was appreciated by the worldwide mathematics. He gave a formula for the area of circle. He suggests the area of letter variably the place of values system monokun the place of values systems. Now you are using the given he formulated the for the first time in India the formula in interest, time and other relate in problems and other relations problem in of ଆପଣଙ୍କର କ'ଣ in interest. ତେଣୁ ତାପରେ ଦେଖିବା କ'ଣ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି. He declared that the number of days for a year he declared that the number of days for a years in 365.3586 modern scientists confirmed of as 365 days माने गोटे वर्ष 5 hours 48 minutes and 46 seconds. The earth take 23 hours 56 minutes and 4.1 second per one revolution according to Aryabhatta. देखिबा he explain how to he explain कौन लिखे he explain how to find out the cube root and the square roots एवं तापर लिखा he derived from a formula to find the length of the radius of circle. He gave the procedure of finding out the volume of prism. His contribution the geometric are commendable and the famous Pythagoras theorem is in seen the following form in his work. The square of the Bhattya plus the sequence the quote is as of the karna. In a circle, product of two sides is a square of the half crowded of two areas. A into B is equal to 0 square. It is a circle. That one is A and that one is B, that one is C. There is the three part is mentioned in these circles, and the scars are aroused allows the segmented diameters bisects any chord. He made a mention of the following algebra identities in his book A plus B whole square, A square 2b, B plus B square. The identity of like of the following around Aryabhatta in first time history of mathematics. এবং তারপরে ଦେଖିପାରୁଥିବେ ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ ତାଙ୍କର ଫଟୋ ଲାଗିଛି ଦେଖିପାରୁଥିବେ ଫଟୋ ଆମ ନେଟରୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଡାଉନଲୋଡ୍ କରିପାରିବେ। ଏବେ ଦେଖିବା କିଛି ଫର୍ମୁଲା ରିଲେଟେଡ୍ ଜିନିଷ ଲେଖା ଅଛି। 1 रो स्क्वायर प्लस 2 रो स्क्वायर प्लस 3 रो स्क्वायर डॉट 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 प्लस n रो स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 1/6 n bracket n plus 1 another bracket is 2n plus 1 1 square plus 1q plus 2q plus 3q plus dot 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 plus nq plus 1 2 3 plus dot 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 n total whole of square is equal to 1/4n square bracket n plus 1 रो whole square. It is the formula. He explained the procedure for finding the circumference of a circle. Among he gave the ideas decimal system, properties, triangles, method, finding the area square, rectangular, rhombus, circles, of volumes, shapers, of gons. He also gave him ideas and contributions, construction of different geometric figure like triangle, circle, sphere, and quadrilateral, etc. Conclusion kon hoichi. In this way, Aryabhatta was much ahead of this time as a broken respect to him. The government of India named the satellite which was sent in a space 1975 as Aryabhatta. Surely he was an innovative place in the history of mathematics. এবং ଦେଖିବା ଏବେ activity 4. Preparation of a TLM that teaching non matter for any one topic from class 6 to 10 mathematics. Introduction रहिला आपनकर learning can occurs एटा आपण चेंज कर लिखिबे learning can occur result of a new acquired skills knowledge perceptions facts principles new informations and handle learning can be reinformed with the improvised aids of a differently variety because of the stimulate motivation as well as arrest of the learner attention during the instruction process. Examples ରହିଛି to verify the volumes of cylinder, the volume of right circular cone, metal record, wax paper, felt pen, straight edge, glued stick and scissors. Specific TLM ରହିଛି chalk piece, duster, roller, board, pointer, charts. TLM is used paper folding and paper cutting activities. Model of cylinder of cone waters. Procedure volume of the cylinder take a circle with the equal radii and arrange one over other. In the figure, R is radius of the circle, H is the height of two Y circles stacked. Volume of a cylinder pi r square into height pi r square into h pi r square into h. So volume of figure is pi r square h. This is the diagram. Look at this diagram. This one is the radius, this one is the height. There is a 5 circles in the diagrams. Where r is the radius of cylindrical and h is the height. Volume of the right circular cone. This one is cone and we want to measure the volumes. Make a hollow. मन रखु कौन लिखाई मेक ए hollow cylinder and hollow cone with the equal radius and equal height and do the following experiment. Help us to find the volume of cone and fill water in the cone up to bring power into the hollow cylinder. It will be only the sum part of cylinders. एवं ता सहित आप देखि पारथबे एठी संपूर्ण डायग्राम देछि. अगेन फिल अप डायग्राम पेंसिल कर देबे. अगेन फिल अप द कोन अप टू ब्रिम एंड पावर into the cylinder. We shall the cylinder is still not full. When the cone is filled for the third time inputted into the cylinder, observe whether the cylinder is filled completely or not. ଏବଂ ଦେଖିପାରୁଥିବେ ଏଠି completely or not observation କ'ଣ ରହିଲା with the above experiment do you find the any relation between the volume of cone and the volume of the cylinder? We can say that 3 lines the volume of a cone make of the volume of a cylinder with the both have the same base and the same height. So the volume of a cone is 1/3 a volume of cylinder. We know that the volume of a cylinder is pi r square h and volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r square h, where is r is the radius of base, cone is height, volume of cone 1/3 pi r square h. Conclusion रही कौन ना one in मन रखो one integrating away the adding an element activity experience the mathematics classic for folding, paper cutting, paper folding, encountering students towards आपनकर correction and intervening learning to reflect मन रखो कौन कहला ना reflect आपनकर रही आपनकर जो आपनकर practicals रही आपन देखि परथे एही पर भाव रे आपन माने लिखिबे reflect upon the normal meaning of proof paper folding and cutting activities are selected because it is a simple interesting hand-on activities that student can build their learning experience. The process incorporate both mental and physical involvement in the learning process. It is especially appearing to the concrete learners who need to see feel the learn among some more examples some more examples proper folding and paper cutting activities are teaching surface areas volumes solids अच्छा cubes the cubed cylinder cone sphere etc ए सब जिंस गुडा देखिले आपण तापर देखिबा ज्योमेट्री आपण रही ज्योमेट्री कोन congruent triangles two angles are congruent size and shapes एवं RHS by right hand side two triangles are congruent if both have the right angle the hypothesis of on the pair of the corresponding side of side angle 8 cm 7 cm 7 cm 8 cm ठीक अछि RHS मान right hand side सहिछि एवं दुइटे अंकर angle मत समान खाजे preferred folding the activities are teaching surface and volumes of solids such as cubes cuboid cylinder cone sphere geometry congruent triangles two angles are congruent if they both are the same size and shape examples कोन रही आपनकर example देखि परथे ये दुइटी ट्रायंगल दिया जायछि गोटे होछि 3.4 cm गोटे 10 cm गोटे a b c एन तीनटा दुइटा त्रिभुज कराइछि एवं एंगल c = एंगल r 90 डिग्री राइट एंगल एंगल c मींस ये होछि pr hypotenuse qr carrying corresponding sides एवं there are congruent by RHS two angles monochrome two angles congruent if two pairs of angles as कहथिले two angles monochrome as कोन कहथिले ना two angles are congruent if two pair of angle and pair of corresponding side are equals monochrome एठी संपूर्ण डायग्राम एठी हेछि आपण माने डायग्राम को मध्य कॉपी करि परिबे किमा पेंसिल मध्य करि परिबे 70 75 8 cm 8 cm 8 cm सैंपल मन रखो सैंपल कौन रही आपणकर ये भी गोटे ट्रायंगल चित्र रही जोड़िए ए बी सी एवं गोटे 70 गोटे तो 20 आपणकर एंगल्स रखा जाइछि व्हेयर इज ए इज इक्वल टू कॉरेस्पोंडिंग एंगल आर इज इक्वल टू कॉरेस्पोंडिंग एंगल पी आर इज इक्वल टू कॉरेस्पोंडिंग साइड्स एवं देयरफॉर द कॉन्ग्रुएटिंग एस मींस होछि ए एस आपण जानि परले माने एंगल दिरा साइड टू ट्रायंगल्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट इफ टू पेयर्स मन रखो कॉरेस्पोंडिंग साइड्स तो इंक्लूडिंग आर इक्वल ओके तब एटी एंगल 6 cm 8 cm 70 cm 6 cm 8 cm एटी आपनकर 70 cm तेणु देखिबा तापरे कोन रहिछि संपूर्ण भाव रे लास्ट पेज टी जोटा होछि आपनकर पेडागोजी मैथमेटिक्स पाई संपूर्ण आर लास्ट पेज रे आपन देखि परथबे आपनकर सेही ट्रायंगल जिंस रहिछि एवं सेटा बुझे दोछि कोन रहिछि आपनकर एग्जांपल ए बी सी इज इक्वल टू आपनकर सेही क्वाड्रेंगल एवं ता सहित ए सब जिंस पी क्यू कॉरेस्पोंडिंग साइड्स एवं देयरफॉर द कंक्लूडिंग एसएस तेणु एठी आपनकर पेडागोजी मैथमेटिक्स क्लास एठी आलोचना करथुले।